Hello, viewers. Welcome to episode 12, tutorial still on the statistics. We are picking this question to refresh our mind on the variance and standard deviation we did in episode number 8. If you've not watched it, I indulge you to go back and check that episode out. To find the variance and the standard deviation of the values we are having as scores from a text, let's see, we talk about two different approach or method which we use. So first, I'll begin with the first one, variance, which is given as the summation of x minus x bar square over 2. So first thing we need to do is to find the mean. So the mean of the data is going to be adding of all of them, summation of all value divided by n. So that value will become 17, 12, 14, 13, and what? 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 5. They all begin with 1, 1. So that is 50 plus this 10. 60, 60, 70, 75. So I will be having 75 divided by, so here we know 5 can go there 1, remainder 2, so we have what? 15. So knowing the value we have here, the next thing to find deviation. We can do the deviation without table, or we can also use a table format. So I use table for okay to make it nice. Let's use a table. The values in order of magnitude will be 12, 13, 14, 17, and 19. So x minus x bar. X minus x bar all squared. So let's go. We are subtracting the 15 which you have as the x bar, which is the mean, from each of the values. So 12 minus 15, the difference will be minus 3. 13 minus this, minus 2, minus 1, 2, and what? 4. The square then means that we are squaring all the values here for the difference, the deviation. So 3 square, negative 3, negative 3. When you multiply, give you positive 9, positive 4, 1, 4, and what? 16. So here we are going to have sigma x minus x bar all squared. And if we do that, that will be giving you 20, 30, 34, right? That was 20, okay, 34. So your variance is just going to be the value, I think this is over n. The values we are having here, the summation, you can see it here, the sigma, that means 34 divided by n. The n is the number of data we are having, data point, there are 5. If I put 5 here, that will be giving me 6.8, I think so. If you do that carefully, not 6.8, 30 is 6. Point of 0, and that will be 6.8. We can check it out. All right, so the variance is what? 6.8. But in finding the standard deviation, the symbol for standard deviation is this. You are seeing the square there. The square here, if I were to find the square root of both sides, the square here will cancel. So the moment the square cancels, it becomes what? Standard deviation. So that means the standard deviation is the square root of sigma x bar all square over n. If I put it here, it's going to be 34 over 5, the root of that. So the answer is just the root of what? 6.8. We'll be getting 3 point something. Let's check. Okay, it's rather 2.60, 2.601, so 0.7. So we can put it into 2 decimal places. So this is showing the standard deviation. This is showing the variance. All right, I did mention that we can use 2 formulas in achieving the same feat. So this is the first aspect of the formula. Let's take the second aspect. Remember also that the second one also make use of the mean. So we'll still make use of the 15 as we have in the beginning. So the variance for the second ones, the symbols still remain the same. It is the summation of x squared over n minus what? The mean square. The mean still feature in. So we have our x, which is the values we have 12 first, 13, 14, 17, and what? 19. So x squared, we are squaring all of them. 144, 169, 196, I think 286, is that 286? 17 square, okay, 289, then 3, 2 something, okay, 361. So we have this. All we need is sigma x squared, meaning we are squaring all the values we have here. We are adding all the values we have for the square, meaning 144 plus 169, that gives us 1159. So our variance will now be, this value is what we are seeing here, 1159 divided by n. How many entries? There are 5 entries. Minus the mean, we had it to be 15. You square that. So if I continue with that, I should be having my 1159 divided by what? 5. And now it will be giving us 231.8. If you square this, you have 225, I guess. If you subtract that, that will give you 6.8, just like we have in the previous example. So your standard deviation, which is also d, not d per se, the root of the sigma x squared over n, then this. Everything I'm having here is what we have represented here to become 6.8. And that still give you 2.61. Just like we have in the previous method. So you can see that using the first method or the second method give us the same answer. It is just for your preference, the one that you prefer. If you prefer to work with the bigger value, squaring all of them, you work with it. If you want to work with the smaller one by showing the deviation, the distance between them and the mean, you use the first example. All these are still for and group data. We are yet to move into the group data, making use of the frequency distribution word table. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.